Welcome to No Fun Channel. I'm Felix, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I've been forgetting to say that, so I had to get that in there. So don't forget to like and subscribe. But I was going to start off with Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer passed away. He was 65. I knew he had been sick for a long time. I remember he had throat cancer, and then my mom was saying he got surgery, and that's when he lost his voice. I knew he lost his voice. I thought it was just from the cancer and treatment. The surgery could have been part of the treatment, but yeah, he lost his voice. But yeah, his health was just declining over the years. I believe he was in Top Gun Maverick. They used his digitally recreated his voice. But yeah, what's interesting is I was just talking about him yesterday or the day before. Showed a picture to my daughter. I was like, he used to be I showed a more recent picture. I was like, he used to be a heartthrob. And she's like, huh? And so I showed her old picture. She's like, oh, okay. But, yeah, it's night and day what that sickness did to him. You know, he was always in good shape and stuff, and then got cancer, and that was it. You know, he fought it for a long time. Because I remember him being diagnosed at least maybe 20 years ago. It's what it feels like, at least 20. So he's been fighting it for a long time. And so I just thought I'd say that, and, you know, may rest in peace. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting that I was just talking about him, and then there he was. But I think the reason he popped up on my feed is because I don't watch entertainment news. I haven't watched regular TV in a long time, at least a couple of years, probably 5 years now. It's been 5 years since I got rid of cable. But yeah, I may be going back to cable. It might be cheaper. But yeah, I don't watch like news and stuff like that. So they could have been talking about him this whole time, and that's why it popped up on my feed on TikTok. But yeah, and then today they said he passed away. But I've noticed, on Yahoo Entertainment, they do have Batman Forever listed, but a lot of people aren't talking about how he played Batman. Most of the time, they just talk about Top Gun. But they got his film credits listed, at least on Yahoo. So, once again, Val Kilmer passed away at 65. Now, I try not to talk too much about politics, but it's in the news everywhere, and with everything that's going on in the country, you can't help but talk about it, to be honest with you. And Cory Booker up there doing the filibuster, and, you know, the people who don't like him, the haters and all that, it's performative. It's like, no shit. It's like, duh. He's doing it to get attention because he's trying to bring attention to stuff. Of course it's performative. I got news for you. It's really all performative. That you got to perform to get people's attention so they look at the issues. So yeah, so he did it. He broke a record too. You know, he may want to run for president. Now he's got his name out there. You never know. He could run for president, and he might win. Because with everything going on, I think it's safe to say people willing to vote for anyone but Trump. So yeah, it's sad that it had to come to that. What's even sadder, nothing's going to change. They could have got Trump out of there a long time ago. They just choose not to. Because there are people benefiting from him being in office, so they don't want to get rid of him. They like what he's doing because it's helping put more money in their pocket, which technically they don't really need. They're just being greedy. It's like you got $100 million in the bank and you need more. Come on. You know, if you're that worried about your money, then you need to learn more about finances and take care of your money. Because if your money is so volatile that it could disappear tomorrow, you need to move it out, whatever it is you got to invest it in, and find a different investment. But yeah. Gotta love America. Gotta love the politics that are going on right now. I mean, other countries are on high alert against us. And and they talk about Trump running for another term. It's like how they came up with like J.D. Vance would run. Here's the thing. Let's say hypothetically, J.D. Vance is not as stupid as we think. Let's say, all right, I'll run and then I'll step down and let you be president. J.D. Vance runs. Trump is his vice president. As soon as he gets in office, J.D. Vance would be like, get rid of him. I would use Trump to become president and then get rid of him. seriously, I would double cross him so fast because he would do it to you. So I would just double cross him so fast he wouldn't even see it coming. But yeah, no, I'm not stepping down. You're an idiot if you thought I was stepping down. So yeah, that's what I would do. If they're really going to go through with that plan, it's like a vote for JD is a vote for Trump. I'll become president, then I'll step aside and let him be president. And he gets elected, JD Vance should not step aside. He'd be stupid to do that. It's like, you have the power now. Get rid of him. But back to entertainment. The Snow White movie, I've been hearing that it flopped. I haven't looked it up myself. Could care less about it flopping or not. True that I was never going to go see it. And the truth, I don't think they should have done it. There's been so many Snow White movies in the past couple years. I think there's been, probably in the past, I'll say 10 years, there's at least 3, counting this one. And the others are not Disney. And I think this is Disney's first live action. No, actually, I don't think it is the first live action Snow White. I think they did some other stuff, but I don't think they should have done it. And not because of the actress. Now, was that for her being the actress in it? No. This is one of the times I don't think they should have changed it. Because from my understanding of Snow White, from the original Snow White, it had to do with her skin. That's why she was called Snow White, because her skin was white as snow. So this is one time where it should have been someone whose skin was white as snow. But to be honest, I don't find people that pale attractive. If your skin is the same color as paper, yeah, I'm good. It's like, no, thank you. Like, sheesh. And then someone was talking about all the movies she's been in and all this shit she's run into. Like, really, her first big movie she was in, the co-star got canceled. And another movie she was in, something with the co-star again. And the next movie she was in, something with the co-star. And then this one, and they're like, oh yeah, it's flopping. She's like, oh God. I thought it was funny. But yeah, it's interesting. You keep trying and trying. That's all she can do. Just keep, as long as she's getting that paycheck, just keep trying. That's all she can do. But yeah, the truth is, the movie didn't need to be made. She should have. I get why she did it. It's she was being the lead. If you're trying to get lead roles, of course you're going to take it. But what is it? Was Sam Jackson? I think even Kevin Bacon. They pretty much don't turn down roles. They take whatever comes their way. And if she really wants to keep her name out there, that's what she probably should start doing. Just take pretty much anything that comes her way, and just start doing it. One, that'll give her a chance to stretch her range and do more stuff. She can take from comedy to action to everything in between. Doesn't mean she has to do like nude scenes or anything like that. She doesn't have to do anything she really doesn't want to do. But I would, like, if I was going to break into acting, I'd probably just start doing whatever I could get my hands on. But I'd probably draw the line at doing like stereotypical black people and stuff like that. But otherwise, I would just black guy number 1 in the background, something like that. But yeah. I just thought that was interesting. It seems like every time she turns around, something else is going on, and I just thought it was hilarious. The skits they were making about her, it was like, something else that caught my attention, which is, I've noticed a huge influx, is female teachers getting busted for inappropriate behavior with students. I would say this started probably in the early 2000s. At first, it was the female teachers were getting slaps on the wrist. I wouldn't say Mary Kay Letourneau was the first, because the way that went down, it was just a horrible. It was a crap show, It's like they tried to romanticize it and everything. It's like, dude, she was like in her 30s. He was 13. Don't romanticize that, because if it had been the other way around, they would have dug a ditch and threw him in it. If it had been a male teacher and a female student, he would have vanished. And so, yeah, it's like, don't romanticize it. It was inappropriate. She should have got much longer jail sentence, and she didn't. But I would say probably at least 5-10 years after that, there was a steady influx of teachers getting arrested, female teachers. And they were getting slapped. They were getting probation, and then, but now it's like they're realizing, oh, we need to take this more serious because these teachers are getting pregnant by 13-year-old, 14-year-old boys, and I would say maybe 2010 they started taking it more serious when these teachers, because at one point I remember there was a whole bunch of female teachers in Florida who were just getting busted left and right, and it's just like, well, Florida teachers, dang. And ever since then, it's just steadily gone up, and these female teachers are not getting away with it like they used to. Like no, you're not going to get away with this. And so I personally think it's past time that they started getting busted. I know a lot of people are like, oh man, I wish that was me. Yeah, there's something wrong with you. Now, if let's back it up. Let's say if I was in high school, a high school boy, and I'd be like, oh man, why'd she pick me? Oh man, yeah. But as an adult, I now look at that and go, oh no, that's wrong. So as an adult, if you're saying that, oh man, I'll trade places, you're an idiot. Because like with Invincible and Anissa storyline, people talking about, oh man, I'd trade places with Mark. It's like, you're an idiot. But here's the thing with that. I've said this before, there are women who say that stuff too. It's like, there's rough play and all that stuff, but to actually want to be assaulted like that, it's not going to go the way you think. Because South Park even made fun of it, where the boys were trying to come forward and pretty much cops and adults just weren't taking it serious. And I even remember a story where there was this black father. His son had gotten close to a female teacher, and he realized what was going on, and he put a stop to it, and the police and everyone around him wouldn't do anything about it. It was pretty much like, oh, he's lucky. It's like, what the hell? That father was pissed. Like, he's trying to sever this, and no one's doing anything. Then there was a female white teacher who took in this black student, and their relationship was more than just teacher-student. And she got busted. But yeah, more and more women are getting busted for that stuff. And that's like the whole, all men are predators. Well, I got news for you. It's not all men. It's not all women. But if you're going to take that predator stance, then all women are predators. So, it works both ways. How about just saying humans have the potential for evil, which is true. We all have the ability to do good or evil. And you can't live your life thinking everyone's out to get you. You're just going to be paranoid all your whole life. But yeah, it definitely it's nice to see that those who are doing those things are caught and arrested and charged, and no longer just getting slaps on the wrist anymore. So yeah, it's a long time coming. Focus. I am still losing focus. I've been trying to get focused to do stuff. Like, I started doing Moho, trying to learn Moho. Technically, I only did it one day, and then boom, it was gone. And I can't get focused to do it again. I don't know what happened. I was so gung-ho, and then I was going to learn a language. I was going to start drawing again. It's like I can't keep my focus, and I need to work on that. I'm going to try to go to bed. I'm trying to go to bed at a reasonable time, but I've been going to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning. No rhyme or reason, just I can't fall asleep till 1 o'clock in the morning. I did manage to go to bed around midnight yesterday, but I kind of tossed and turned for like at least a half hour before I fell asleep. I don't know what's going on, but man, it's rough. This week was rough. I lost my earbuds Monday. I was looking for them. Turns out I left them in my pants from Friday, which means my son needs to start checking the pockets. I'll blame him because they went through the washer and they are ruined. So I need to find a waterproof pair of earbuds if I'm going to be leaving them. That's the second pair that went through the washer. Yeah, they don't work anymore. They won't pair up my phone or anything. But yeah, I'm trying. I'm looking at a pair online. I have to wait till a payday to order them because these are going to be a little more expensive and hopefully a little more durable. I should look. I need to make sure they're waterproof. I'll check that out. But yeah, because originally I'd already started looking for a pair. But like I couldn't find them. I was like, where are they? I checked the laundry and I didn't remember finding them. So they must have already been in the wash. So my luck with my old ones somewhat work. So I went ahead and charged them up. The one side works, so I was like, I'll just use the one side. And hopefully, if the other pair completely are tanked, then... Well, I got them to work for a little bit today. I went to the gym today. I had them today, and the left side worked. Which is funny, the other one, it was the left side that worked too. So it must be the left side is more shielded. I don't know. But, yeah. Definitely have to get some waterproof earbuds. I actually didn't really like the earbuds anyways. They're sort of like the old ones in the style, the way they fit in your ear. The new ones I'm looking at don't really go in your ear. They kind of sit on the outside of your ear, and they kind of like hug on your ear. So I'm going to see if I like those. I was going to buy a cheap pair first, like a $20, $30 pair, to see if I even like that style where it just hugs on your ear. Because if I don't like that style, I don't want to spend $60 on a pair of earbuds, and it turns out I don't like them. So a lot of times what I do is I'll buy a cheap pair, see if I like them, then I'll go buy an expensive pair, and I'll have two pairs. So I'll have 4 pairs of earbuds, 2 halfway working and 1 that doesn't work. But yeah, I'm having no luck with earbuds. But hopefully, I got them charging or trying to charge. One earbud doesn't work at all, but it's lit up like it charged, and then the other earbud only charged to 50%. So we'll see what happens. I'm thinking the left one, which worked, didn't charge at all, and the one that didn't work charged but doesn't work. So it's like that. It's like if I could flip them. But what else? Yeah, I need to go check and see if there was a waterproof. But also, when I'm working out, Monday I only did legs. When I got there, I've said this multiple times, but the Planet Fitness I go to is small. I don't know if it's the smallest one ever built, but it's small. And a 2 is crowded. And I know some of you are like, a 2? Where I live, if it's at a 2, that means no one's there. Well, in mine, it means it's crowded. That's how small it is. So Monday I get there, it's at a 3. I'm like, what? So I drive around, I kind of look, and it's pretty crowded. So I go in, the bench press is used, everything's being used. The only thing open are legs. Everyone was doing upper body. So something in my eye. So I go over and I do legs. I start off doing legs. As I'm doing legs, the bench press opens up, but I thought I'm going to finish my legs. Did legs. I actually only did leg squats, the sitting leg squats, leg curls, and leg extensions. Skipped the abduction and abduction. Skipped those. And then walked on the treadmill, incline 7 for 6 minutes. But today, I did the full body workout. I did everything. The only thing I skipped was my lower back exercise. I'm still a little leery about doing it. Just because I threw my back out. It's been a couple weeks now. But when I threw it out, it was painful in both my hip on both sides. It was like they were knocked out of socket, and I popped the right side, but the left side wouldn't pop. And finally, I think the left side did pop, but I think it was just more strained. It took longer to heal. So finally, because I still kept going to the gym, I was able to do leg exercise. I just couldn't do the treadmill. So I just kept going and doing the abduction and abduction. I don't think I'm saying those right, but the scissor exercise for the legs. I was doing those too, but they hurt my hips. So I was like, I got to stop doing that. And then finally, I told myself, look, I know you're trying to lose the weight. You're trying to do it in like 3 months or lose a good significant weight in 3 months. And I'm just going to take this week off. I took a whole week off, and that was the right call. Because the following week when I went back, it was all good. I was able to work out. The only thing I didn't do was the scissor exercise machines and the treadmill. I skipped that. This week, I started the treadmill on Monday. And today, I did my full body workout minus the back exercise. Now, today, I tried to do incline 7, but I couldn't. I could only do it for 3 minutes. And then I went down to incline 5, and I was able to finish up. So I might keep doing that. I might start off on 7 and go down to 5, and because it was rough. Because Monday I didn't do a full body workout, and then I was able to do treadmill. But this time I did a full body workout and then did the treadmill. So yeah. And something I need to investigate is the bench press. I've been doing the same weight for almost 2 years, and it's not getting any lighter. So I need to see what I'm doing wrong. Why it's not getting any lighter. All the other weights are getting lighter, like the butterfly. I can now do 100 pounds. Before I was only doing like 70, 80 for the butterfly. Now I'm doing 100. The seated bench press, I can do 100. Arm curls, I think I can do more than 50, but I keep it at 50 because by the time I get down there doing all the other exercises, it hurts. But pretty much all the other exercises, I increased the weight. Arm curls, I did increase the weight this time. Today I increased the weight. Usually I keep it light so I can end up doing like 6 sets bicep curls, 6 sets of triceps. And then I come home and do sets for the forearms. But yeah, I don't know why it's not getting lighter. I need to look into that, see what I'm doing wrong. I'm pretty sure my form's pretty good, but yeah, it's not getting lighter. I mean, my chest is lifting up, but it could be because I'm doing the other chest exercises. But I'll keep at it and see what happens. But what's weird is I start off doing 3 sets at 120, at 120. And then I'll go down to 70. Is it 70 I'm doing? See, 25. That's 50, and 10, 60. Yeah, 70. So I'll go from 120 down to 70 and do 3 sets with that. And I feel it in my chest, just like what I'm doing with the 120. But I don't know what's going on. The 120 is not getting any lighter, but the 70 is light as a feather, man. I can throw it up in the air and catch it. But like the 70 pounds is getting lighter and lighter. So I just have to keep at it. Because my goal is to get up to 200. I don't necessarily need to do more than 200. I think my ultimate goal is 220, but I want to get to the 200 barrier. I'll just keep pushing it, and hopefully. I thought about adding 10 pounds, 5-pound weights on both sides, just a little extra, just to see if I can do it. If I can do it, I'm going to start doing that from now on. So add extra 10 pounds and see what happens. If I can push it, I'll do it. If I can't, I won't do it. But yeah. Oh man. There was something else I was going to say. Oh, I got a React channel, which I'll leave a link for. I think I already have a link for it. Do I leave links for it? But anyway. There's a person there that leaves comments, so I guess I got a fan. Which is nice. React channel is only up to 10, but I've only just started. When did I start? I think I started last year, and I've been doing this one for a while now. I didn't think I would keep going with the podcast, but here I am. I'm still doing the podcast. I wasn't going to do this one today, but I decided to go ahead and do it because I am one podcast ahead, and I'm trying to keep it that way in case I ever do need to skip. Because this Sunday will be the one I did last week. Yeah, so keep it ahead, at least one. I like to get ahead one more, but I don't have another one to do. I don't have anything to talk about. There was something else I wanted to talk about. Hold on. I've been recording it, so. What it was is people getting in trouble for making honest mistakes. It was something along those lines. I can't remember what it was. I was going to talk about it. But now I can't remember. I really can't remember. I thought I recorded it, but I didn't record it. And, huh, go figure. Well, let me go to Yahoo News. I knew there was something. Maybe Yahoo News will trigger it. Sometimes I'll see stuff, it'll trigger me, but I cannot remember what was it. It was I don't think it was that. I think it was this is what I'm talking about. Focus. My focus is just gone. I wish I could remember what it was. Because I did one of those whole talking in my head thing, and now I can't remember. I will say one thing. As I'm scrolling through, what's this thing called? Yahoo News. I've been seeing a lot more Connie Chung and Maury Povich, like they're doing a podcast, so which I think is interesting. Even back in the day, people loved them as a couple. They were just funny. I know Connie Chung had some issues. I can't remember what happened, but like she ended up, it's like it pretty much came out like she really wasn't a nice person to work with. But yeah, it was just even back in the day, people loved them as a couple, and people loved them some Connie Chung. But now, like I said, I've been seeing a lot of them on TikTok. It would pop up. They got a podcast now. But that did not trigger what I was trying to remember. I just saw it in passing, and why can't I remember? I need to figure out my focus, and I think if I can figure out focus, there was what was I going to say? There went again. My focus disappeared. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's what I was going to say. If I could figure out my focus, get my focus fixed, I could probably do a lot more stuff. It's just, yeah, that's not what I was going to say. Oh, Kickstarter. I used to drink 4 Kickstarters, and I would get such a clarity, and I would get such a, not just the clarity, but it felt like my heart was beating normal. Everything felt in sync. And I was thinking about maybe trying that stuff again. I've been drinking Kickstarter, but not 4 at a time. But I think I got to try something. Because that really did help me. I remember that thinking, maybe I should try something to help me with my focus. Because that's my biggest issue is I lose focus so easy. Like, and I know a lot of people do that self-diagnose with ADHD and all that stuff, but even I may have it, because even when I was younger, if I stayed focused, like a couple times I made the honor roll because I got focused. I know if I stay focused, I can be eerily smart. Eerily smart. Stuff unlocks and I remember stuff and it's like, my brain just all synapses are firing. So I just need that's something I can do. I'll research. I forgot what I was gonna say. I'll research how to stay focused. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I did see something. Where Elon Musk is going to be stepping down in like 100 some days. But someone pointed out if he didn't step down, he would have to open up his financial records or something. It's like required as a federal officer or federal employee in the position he holds. And so people think that's very suspicious. I hope when he leaves, that they fix everything. Truth is, he doesn't have the power that he's acting like he has. From what I understand, he really does not have that power. So, like the FBI, I think it was the FBI, one of those branches were like, please ignore him. He does not have the authority to fire anyone here. And so it was just like, someone finally stood up and said, no, we're not firing anyone. And I guarantee you, if you were to actually research if he actually had the authority to fire most of these people that are getting fired, you'll probably find he doesn't. But Trump got people in place that will listen to him and just do whatever he says. And I think that's going to backfire in a huge way for all those people that are there. But seriously, I really wish I could remember what else I was going to say, and I can't remember. I got to remember to research. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I really got to learn how to focus. And man, I hope it's not the early signs of Alzheimer's or dementia. I've been getting it for a long time. It can, from what I understand, it can likely start kicking in your 30s. Either one of them. And I think that's one thing if I can keep my mind sharp, maybe I can stay it off. But yeah, I'm scrolling through Yahoo just to see if anything clicks. I don't think nothing's clicking. Clean my front room. Oh, that was something. I don't know if did I say that in the last podcast? But we were cleaning the front room, and we hadn't done a really hard clean on it. And my TV sits on a mantle. We took the mantle down. We took the TV down. We took everything off the shelves. As I'm wiping the dust off the top shelf, I'm the only one who can reach the top shelf. At some point, I don't know when, I set $30 up there. It was in an envelope, and the adhesive on the envelope was dead. It was brown. Like, how long were you up there? When did I do this? There's writing on it that makes no sense. It's like, what in the world? Why would I have set this up there? We're trying to remember, was it like Christmas or birthday or something like that? And we cannot remember. So it's like, wow. Well, here's something that was just the actress Laura. Wait, who is this? Oh, wait a minute, it's not who I thought it was. I thought it was that one act. Oh, is it that actress? Oh, wow, she got big. I mean, she was always chubby, but man, she got big. Laura Durham. Yeah, wow. But I guess it happens. Look at me, I got big. She was always chubby, but I'm talking about she made rare public appearance. But yeah, I was never a fan of her. Every time I would hear about her, it was always negative stuff. But she's doing something for trans rights, so that's a positive thing. But yeah, it seemed like every time I would hear something about her, it was always negative. It was like, I don't care. It was just like, I'm tired of hearing about her. I would say early 2000s she was hot. Or not hot, but she was popular. She was hot commodity. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And then she just vanished. So it's like, but yeah, I'm just rambling now. I really do wish I could remember what it was, because it was something I wanted to talk about. I was doing so good immediately. Wait, I did record it, but it's not on my recording, because I remember now I'm recording it. It must not have recorded, or I accidentally deleted it. I probably deleted it. That's the only thing. I must have deleted it, not realizing I deleted it. Because I remember now, because I had just taken my kids. I had to drive my wife's car I just dropped off my son, came home. Me and my wife were switching out. She was getting her car and taking off for work. And I remember I told her, hold on, and I recorded. I must not actually record it. I just thought I did. So that's what happened. That's got to be what happened. Because, I've been trying to get back in the habit of recording as soon as I think of something. I'll keep repeating it in my head, get my phone, record it, and then that way I have it. And then I'll later write it down, like in notes. So that was a focus thing I was doing. So I was staying focused on that. So I slipped up. So now that I know I slipped up, I got to get back in there and make sure not to slip up again. But yeah, I'm done rambling. I couldn't think of anything. Oh, that's something. I forgot all about that. There was an image of Kat Denning that just popped up on my phone while I was working out today. Why the hell did that pop up? It's like, and I never did go back to see what was it about, but now I can go back and take a look at it. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe. Everyone take care. Later.